Right now, a tropical system is tracking toward Australian waters that could dump 600 millimetres of rain in 5 days. The real danger is not where you think it is. Multiple weather systems are converging across the continent. In 15 minutes, you discover exactly when severe weather hits your location, down to the hour. You learn which suburbs face flooding, which stay bone dry, which roads will close. At the 5-minute mark, I reveal the single most dangerous 24-hour period coming to Queensland that mainstream forecasts are missing completely. First, you need to know this immediately. Mackay has recorded 90 millimetres in 24 hours. Some areas near Proserpine measured nearly 200 millimetres. The Pioneer River is experiencing minor flooding right now as I speak. Minor flooding means water over roads, property access cut, low-lying areas inundated. Businesses affected. This is just the beginning of what is developing. Comment below where you are watching from, and I give you specific forecasts for your suburb, your exact timing, exact rainfall amounts, exact risk level, personalised information for your location, a low-pressure system, designated Tropical Low 21 uniform by the Bureau, sits on the Northern Territory Western Australia border, moving west at 15 kilometres per hour. This system will emerge into Indian Ocean, where it could strengthen into weak tropical cyclone this weekend. Sea surface temperatures sit between 28 and 29 degrees Celsius, below the ideal 30 to 31 degrees needed for significant intensification into a dangerous system. High-pressure ridges strongly across southern Australia, keeping southwestern Western Australia stable and dry. A strong ridge develops into Tasman Sea with southeasterly winds keeping southeast Queensland and northeastern New South Wales calm. Very limited shower and thunderstorm activity for early February through eastern Australia, highly unusual for this time of year. Critical information for tonight and next 72 hours. Mackay, Townsville, Whitsundays. Listen carefully. Showers and storms are prevalent tonight into early Thursday morning, February 5th. Peak activity between 11 p.m. tonight and 4 a.m. Thursday. They clear through afternoon or slide north by Thursday evening around 6 p.m. Townsville, your best rainfall chance arrives Thursday afternoon, specifically between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. The southeasterly flow shifts to easterly around midday Thursday, favouring rainfall in Townsville area. But this shift pulls rainfall from Mackay and drags it northward. If you are in Townsville and need rain, Thursday afternoon is your window. Mackay residents expect lighter showers tonight into early morning compared to the 90 millimetres just received. Looking at 10 to 30 millimetres tonight, possibly 40 millimetres isolated pockets. Flooding not expected to be major concern through Central Coast and Whitsundays, but saturated catchments mean monitor rivers closely. Pioneer River peaked at minor flood level and should ease Thursday, but additional heavy rainfall could cause renewed rises. Inland Burdekin, Harvey Ranges, Atherton Tablelands see lots of shower and thunderstorm activity continuing. Some storms could be severe with heavy rainfall rates exceeding 50 millimetres per hour in most intense cells. The low pressure slides north with surface trough dragging shower activity northward Thursday and Friday. The critical 72 hours that changes everything for far north Queensland. Thursday afternoon and evening, February 5th, rainfall begins building for Cassowary Coast and far north tropical coast. Initial showers develop around 2 p.m. Thursday, widespread by 6 p.m. Thursday evening. Friday morning, February 6th, isolated moderate to heavy falls develop between Townsville and Cairns. Heaviest falls arrive 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. Friday morning. We could wake Friday to rainfall accumulations around 200 millimetres through parts of Harvey Ranges, possibly 250 millimetres wettest locations. Friday brings significantly increased Cassowary Coast rainfall. Showers and thunderstorms widespread through weekend across Cassowary Coast and Daintree Rainforest. Saturday and Sunday see continued activity with rainfall rates 20 to 50 millimetres per day across far north. The twist that completely changes forecast for central Queensland. Areas outside North Tropical Coast, including Townsville, Mackay, Whitsundays, Rockhampton, Capricornia Coast, expect very little or no rainfall this weekend into early next week. You dry out completely while far north sees significant rain. Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, here is what you need to know. Models fluctuate wildly between 50 and 250 millimetres for southeastern Queensland. Some runs show barely any rain, others show significant totals. Wait and see situation. Definitive answers arrive Monday or Tuesday next week, February 9th or 10th, when models agree better. Wednesday and Thursday next week, February 11th and 12th, shower and thunderstorm activity becomes possible. More steady rain could arrive Friday through Sunday, February 13th through 15th. A wet middle February across southeastern Queensland would be a complete pattern change. Driving through southeast Queensland today, conditions are extremely dry, crispy, crunchy. Grass is brown, soil moisture very low, dam levels falling. This rainfall would be very welcome. Multiple forecast models now support this scenario, raising chances for meaningful rainfall. The Australian model, European model, and American model show some agreement which gives more confidence. Specific locations: Brisbane City, northern suburbs, southern suburbs, possible 50 to 150 millimetres. Wednesday through Sunday next week, if the wet pattern verifies. Logan, Ipswich, similar. Gold Coast, Tweed Heads, slightly higher totals possible, 75 to 200 millimetres same period. Sunshine Coast from Caloundra through Noosa, 50 to 100 millimetres possible. Toowoomba and Darling Downs, 30 to 80 millimetres. These are cumulative 5-day totals, not single-day amounts. Sydney, weak cold front blowing through. Showers tonight through West Coast and Blue Mountains. Sydney CBD, eastern suburbs, northern beaches stay mostly dry. Wollongong and South Coast might see 10 to 20 millimetres. Melbourne, Geelong, Ballarat, high pressure ridge keeps you stable and dry with mostly sunny conditions. Hobart, Launceston, similar with cold front bringing light showers to western Tasmania. Adelaide, high-end severe thunderstorm activity Friday, February 6th. Areas around northern South Australia and south of Alice Springs near Yulara face possible supercell activity with very large hail possible, hailstones up to 6 centimetres diameter and destructive wind gusts exceeding 125 kilometres per hour. Perth, Geraldton, Broome and Pilbara residents, here is your tropical cyclone information. Tropical low 21 uniform is substantially further north than forecast, moving westerly at about 15 kilometres per hour. It emerges off Western Australia coastline north of Broome, most likely around Cygnet Bay or Cape Levesque area, Saturday evening or Sunday morning. This gives the system 36 to 48 hours over open water to potentially reach tropical cyclone status before hitting the Pilbara coastline where it weakens. Conditions are not overly favourable. Sea surface temperatures sit between 28 and 29 degrees Celsius below the ideal 30 to 31 degrees for significant development. The system also fights 20 to 30 knots of wind shear and a west coast trough. With land interaction, this likely remains weak. It should not become very strong unless it heads far offshore where category 3 or 4 becomes slightly possible, but that is not expected. The most likely track, supported by accurate deep mined forecast models, shows a path closer to the Western Australia coastline, meaning an even weaker system. Dry air surrounds it, typical for northwestern Western Australia this time of year. Unfortunately, rainfall accumulations remain mostly offshore. Coastal falls are disappointing. 80 to 125 millimetres around Karratha or Port Hedland, possibly 150 millimetres in isolated pockets. Even less around Broome, 30 to 60 millimetres, or Exmouth with 20 to 40 millimetres. The low shows convection displaced south. Not a well-organised system. It needs 2 to 3 days over water to intensify towards cyclone status. Pilbara residents, do not let your guard down. Thursday brings official warnings from the Bureau of Meteorology. Tropical cyclone watches may be issued for coastal areas between Broome and Port Hedland. Now the Coral Sea situation everyone in Queensland is asking about. Early next week, models suggest potential tropical low or cyclone development in Coral Sea east of Queensland. Multiple scenarios exist. Scenario 1, most likely. Tropical low develops Solomon Sea around Tuesday, February 10th, tracks southerly briefly, then curves southeast away from land into the graveyard. This is what most models support. Scenario 2 concerning. Some global forecast system runs showed Queensland coastline impact, even southeast Queensland, around February 13th or 14th. This worried people on social media. Let me be crystal clear. While technically possible during cyclone season, it is extremely unlikely. Do not worry about a cyclone hitting southeast Queensland. We typically get 6 to 7 days reliable notice before cyclone landfall. Queensland landfall prospect next 7 days is effectively 0. Beyond 7 days, more uncertain, but right now threat is 0. More likely supported by the European model is weak low developing Monday or Tuesday, February 9th or 10th. This brings continued showers and thunderstorms to Cassowary Coast and far north Queensland. 4 to 5 day totals could reach 400 to 600 millimetres, quite significant and likely causing localised flooding. But nothing far north Queensland cannot handle. The global forecast system is notoriously unreliable for long-range cyclone forecasting. It inflates systems stronger than conditions allow. Already the trend shows this system moving offshore. Specific forecasts for major Queensland centres, Cairns, Port Douglas, Cooktown, Innisfail, Mission Beach, Thursday night into Friday morning brings building rainfall. Initial showers Thursday night 8 p.m, heavier Friday morning 3 a.m. through 10 a.m. Friday through Sunday, widespread showers and thunderstorms, daily totals 20 to 60 millimetres, 4 to 5 day totals potentially 400 to 600 millimetres if weak coral sea low develops. Monitor warnings for localised flooding. Rivers may experience minor to moderate flooding. Townsville, Magnetic Island, very narrow window. Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. is your chance. Expect 10 to 40 millimetres. After that, very little through weekend. You dry out Mackay, Preserpine, Airlie Beach. Lighter showers tonight, 10 to 30 millimetres, then drying through weekend. Rockhampton, Gladstone, Bundaberg, dry weekend with high pressure. Mostly sunny, temperatures 30 to 33 degrees. Hervey Bay, Maryborough, Gympie, Brisbane, Logan, Ipswich, 50 to 250 millimetres possible Wednesday through Sunday next week if models verify. Uncertainty remains high. Wait for Monday or Tuesday forecasts. Gold Coast, rainfall chances increasing middle February, possibly 75 to 200 millimetres over 5 days. Sunshine Coast, Noosa, Caloundra, very dry currently. Potential rain extremely welcome. 50 to 150 millimetres possible. Toowoomba, Dalby, Warwick, dry with high pressure. Mostly sunny and warm through weekend. Central Australia, severe thunderstorm situation is serious. High-end activity Friday, February 6th. Highest risk areas include northern South Australia, south of Alice Springs around Ulara, Birdsville, Baduri, Boulia through Western Queensland. Stronger storms possible Quilpie, Thargomindah down to White Cliffs, Wilcannia and Moomba. Supercell thunderstorms genuine possibility Friday. Very large hail up to 8 centimetres diameter. Destructive winds potentially 150 kilometres per hour. Heavy rainfall exceeding 100 millimetres per hour. Frequent dangerous lightning, possibly isolated tornadoes. Alice Springs, monitor closely Thursday night into Friday. Storms likely Friday afternoon, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Broken Hill, Coobapedy, Roxby Downs, Moomba, same Friday timeline. Longreach, Barcaldine, Charleville, Cunnamulla, Roma, Mount Isa, Cloncurry, active weather with severe potential Friday. Southern capitals and regional centres, Sydney, Parramatta, Penrith, weak cold front brings showers tonight through western suburbs. Western Sydney, 5 to 15 millimetres. CBD, eastern suburbs, northern beaches stay mostly dry. Maximum temperatures 26 to 29 degrees. Wollongong, south coast, 10 to 20 millimetres tonight. Newcastle, mostly dry with isolated showers. Canberra, cold front influence with showers, 5 to 15 millimetres. Maximums 23 to 25 degrees. Orange, Bathurst, Dubbo, 10 to 25 millimetres. Melbourne, all suburbs, high pressure stable and dry. Mostly sunny, maximums 28 to 31 degrees. Geelong, Bendigo, Ballarat, same conditions. Hobart, Launceston, Devonport, Burnie, cold front brings showers western Tasmania. Western coast 15 to 30 millimetres. Eastern Tasmania, mostly dry, 5 to 10 millimetres. Adelaide, high pressure stability. Severe thunderstorm potential, northern regions. Friday, city dry and warm, maximums 32 to 34 degrees. Murray Bridge, Mount Barker, Victor Harbour, Mount Gambier, dry and warm. Perth, Fremantle, Joondalup, stable conditions, mostly sunny, maximums 31 to 34 degrees. Mandurah, Bunbury, Geraldton, similar weather. Monitor tropical low for Pilbara Saturday through Monday. What you must know about next week. Monday through Wednesday, February 9th through 11th, brings most uncertainty. Coral Sea, low potential, southeastern Queensland rainfall event, multiple systems interacting. Check forecasts daily because models update every 6 hours. As we get closer, forecast confidence increases. Comment your location below now for specific timing and exact rainfall amounts. We are in active tropical pattern. Sea surface temperatures elevated across northern waters. Multiple low pressure systems in play. Monsoon trough active. Weather can change rapidly within 12 to 24 hours. A system forecast offshore Monday could shift closer by Wednesday. Rainfall totals can double or halve. Key dates to watch. Thursday, February 5th afternoon, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m, Townsville rainfall. Friday, February 6th morning, 3 a.m. to 10 a.m, Cairns heavy falls. Friday afternoon, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m, Central Australia severe thunderstorms. Saturday and Sunday, February 7th and 8th, far North Queensland continued rainfall. Monday, February 9th, Coral Sea tropical low development. Tuesday through Thursday, February 10th through 12th, southeastern Queensland rainfall event. Keep phone charged. Emergency kit ready if in far North Queensland. Kit should include water, food, torch, batteries, radio, first aid. Clear gutters now if in Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. Secure outdoor furniture in severe thunderstorm zones Friday. Western Australia cyclone timeline. System emerges offshore Saturday evening or Sunday morning. Intensification to Category 1 or 2 Sunday evening or Monday morning. Closest Pilbara approach Monday afternoon or Tuesday morning. Peak winds 65 to 110 kilometres per hour. Rainfall mainly offshore. Heaviest falls Karratha to Port Hedland, 80 to 150 millimetres. System weakens rapidly Tuesday and Wednesday. After February 15th, models show another potential system around February 17th or 18th, but too far out for reliable forecasting. The active pattern continues, not a one and done event. This pattern could persist through late February into early March. Multiple rain events possible Eastern Australia. Tomorrow afternoon, I update you with latest model runs, timing changes, rainfall shifts. Severe thunderstorm outlook refined. Tropical low track updated. Coral Sea situation monitored. Comment below where you live. Tell me your weather concerns. I give exact timing and impacts for your suburb. This is emergency level information delivered before it becomes an emergency. Your advantage. Stay ahead of weather. Every location now has specific timing. Every region knows what to expect and when. You are better informed than 99% of people. Weather across Australia is active, complex, rapidly evolving. You now have the complete picture, the timeline, the locations and amounts. Comment your location now for your personal